What about the NAL League? That's what it was about to say right here. Is the NAL League good enough to play college soccer? So, I can give you my own opinion, but what if I have the opinion of a college coach? One of my students is going on an official visit with a school, and this is what they said to the player. The coach that he met thinks he is still in MLS Next and said NAL is no good. So this particular college coach, which is a top academic Division III school, is saying NAL is not good. Now, is it possible that NAL in certain regions is better than other regions, and in your region it might be really good? Sure. But the problem with NAL is it's affiliated with the MLS Next League, which is a good thing. But it's still very new. They don't go to very many showcases, and as you can see from here, this coach says it's not good. And this particular player right now is transitioning. They've been let go from their MLS Next team, and they're going to be put on the NAL team, and the moment this happened, the coach didn't know that yet, but explained during their phone call like, hey, look, I don't really recruit from the NAL. I only recruit from MLS Next, which is brutal. So how do you still get recruited if you're playing NAL? And then how do you switch teams? So to get recruited if you're playing NAL, first of all, you need to know this. So you have to say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to maybe get the attention of Division I schools. I have to live with that consequence and then therefore take action. The action you would take is send emails, make more video, and consider which ID camps to go to and get genuine interest to those specific ID camps. Mass ID camps would probably be a bad idea. You're going to have to think about individual ID camps. Then if you want to play MLS Next, what you do is you actually get the interest from the college coaches often first or at the same time. And then you got to start sending an email out just like you would do for college coaches to MLS Next teams in the region. That email that you sent to MLS Next teams is really the exact same as colleges, except instead of asking them, are you looking for blank for the class of a blank, you say, may I request a trial? And the trial period is coming up like pretty dang soon. In May is when most MLS Next teams have their trials. So if you're watching this video and it's before May, you should email those MLS Next teams ASAP. Now, if you don't make the MLS Next team, maybe you'll make their ECNL team. Maybe you can ask your coach about if you're playing NAL, you're usually affiliated with with an MLS team. You need to ask them, what do I need to do to make the team? Do you see me as ever making the team? Do you see me as a Division I college soccer player? You need to get other people's opinions about your level because it will help you figure out where to aim. So for this particular student, I believe this student is a Division I level soccer player personally. They have been playing MLS Next, but they got injured. And because he's been injured for so long, they had to move him to a different team. So this particular player is going to be emailing a bunch of different MLS teams once he gets fit. Injuries are part of the process. There's a bunch of things you have to do separate from that. If you are injured, you talk about that. You can call me. We'll do that later. But this family, and I said to them bluntly, I said, look, if your son is injured and you're not playing MLS Next, I know you want to play at the top academic school in the Division I area, but if we're not playing MLS Next, we have to consider the other top academic Division IIIs. That's the deal. Now, if you say, hey, look, if our son gets into a top academic school without soccer, then he'll go to that school. He won't get to play at a Division III school because we want him to go to X Ivy League school. Then that's okay too. Great. I want you guys to go to the best schools you can. But from a soccer perspective, you must understand that you might have to consider other divisions. The reason we don't talk about Division II as often is it tends to be more of top academic students who are having these issues. If you're playing and you have a 3.5 to 3.7 GPA, you can aim for Division II schools, even some Division III schools, and NAL can still help you play Division III and Division II, but you have to understand that the top academic schools, Division I and Division III, are not really recruiting from NAL. If you want more help playing college soccer, give me a call, links in the bio. Talk soon.